I'm not even sure.
Hide all chat. Some messages. Anyway, look, let's start. Let's go ahead. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Let's go, brother.
Okay.
This is Brothers in America with your host, Brother Leo, Brother Conscious. Got my co-host right here, Holy Water with a side of green tea. Go ahead, say hi to the family. Holy.
What's up? What's up? This Holy One Greeting. Now, what's the topics, my brother?
The
Let's get to these
topic,
topics. Your
I
topic.
call.
Yeah, you say your topic. I'm gonna say mine. My bad. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. My topic is why are women so infatuated with Pookies?
No, that's not your topic.
Why
That's
are
your
women? That's my
that's your
talking
washed
point. You
that's your
asking my
washed that's your washed topic. What is
yes.
the real topic? And be blunt,
Why?
brother. Come on.
Yes.
Don't let me say it
Why?
for you.
Yeah. Why do ladies spread their legs for Pookies and Ray Ray?
you mean you mean why do and then I had washed it up with a title as well. But I say
Hmm.
why women choose Pookie? Why
Yeah.
women pick Pookie? Is that
Yeah.
that's the title of the
Hmm.
why women pick Pookies?
Yes.
Why women pick Pookie? Okay,
Why?
now
Yeah.
look, and then mine is why do women call themselves the prize?
Mm.
Why do women call themselves the prize? So yeah. All
Yeah.
right, brother.
Give
So
me one second. Give me one second. One.
okay, while he's doing that, my topic is basically talking about the prize. Why women call themselves the prize and stuff like that. And all right, you back? Let's go. What you
I
got?
am. I am.
So am I
Why?
answering your okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Why do women choose to lay down and sleep with Pookies?
Oh, because they don't want to listen to their parents. Think
Go
about
ahead.
it. Like they don't want to listen to their parents. Like think of like all the bad choices that a lot of young women make. I guarantee it goes back to a point where they didn't listen to their parents. I
Okay.
guarantee it. Like a lot of people might say, "Oh, it's because she didn't have a father and stuff." Well, guess what? According to the CDC, black black fathers are in the home more than black fathers are more present than any other father. According to the CDC.
Hmm.
Okay, that's what I heard. That's what my research tells me. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But so they don't listen to their parents. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be? Jocelyn, you know what I'll do? Oh, I'll say read a whole lot more.
Mm.
Read every day. Read like a book a week. Hey,
Hmm.
how you doing? Read like a book a week. You know, and pay attention highly and read constantly. Don't stop reading. That's what I regret not reading as much as I should have, you know, in my earlier years. You know.
I would jump on that and say that as well. What would I give my younger self? What advice would I give my younger self? Listen, like listen to the elders, the wisdom of the elders that's in front of you. Like actually listen to them because I know it's a point in time in our life that we feel like we know it all. I feel like I wish I would have heed a lot of their warnings
Right.
beforehand. You know, people who actually experience life. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
why I
Right.
would
Right.
say listen more. I would definitely listen more. And
Okay.
like
Now. Hey, try to put. My bad. I just want to say this real quick. Try to put that what she said on the topic. What would you do with what would you do as your younger self with with women that's dealing with Pookie? Cause hey man, I played Pookie before. I've
I think
played the
that's what.
Pookie. I think we all have played Pookie, bro.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
a Pookie, bro.
That's the topic. Question. The topic of our podcast today. Why do women sleep or lay with Pookies?
Or pick
And
Pookie. Why y'all
yeah,
pick
pick Pookie.
Pookie? Why y'all pick
Yeah.
why y'all pick the gangsters and the thugs and no, but not all women do though. Or let's say this.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on your definition of Pookie. Because
Yeah,
a Pookie could be a high value man.
that is
A
true.
Pookie, look, check this out though. A Pookie could have $1 million. Look
Yeah.
at these celebrities, look at these rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, the real question is why do women show well, I ain't gonna say the real question. To piggyback off your question,
Mm-hmm.
Why do women show so much respect to men that they never will meet in person, like a celebrity? Like, you see how much energy they show these guys, and a dude that's loving them, that's doing stuff for them, they just. But my bad. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, because also with me
I
growing
got
up
you.
in a also with me growing up in a urban growing up in a urban upbringing, um I tend to see that happen a lot. Like a lot of women, especially growing up, like that's all they used to. That's a product of their environment, and I feel like a lot of women tend to flock to that because that's all they have. Like they have access to because they seen Pookies all their life, and it became the social norm. You know what I'm saying? They kind of flock towards that type of person. You know, it could be a father figure in the house, or maybe the something that excites them the most. You know what I'm saying? But I tend to see women from my background, they tend to run and flock to quote unquote the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying? The guys that they know that ain't good for them, but it offer them a form of excitement. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a low percentage of women dating Pookies, bro.
Nah, even
I
in middle
think
class, even in a lot of white community, a lot of these ladies, them they're flocking towards that urban style, and they're also dating Pookies too.
she
A
made a great
lot of.
point. She made a
Mm,
great point. You said from your background, Jocelyn made a great point. I guess I've never been around that, so I'm not the best person to ask or really think about that.
mm,
So your environment. So wait a
mm,
minute. Perfect. That's perfect.
yeah.
Look, that's perfect, Jocelyn. The
Mm.
environment is Pookie. The environment is Pookie, bro. The environment is what makes the Pookie.
But I'm just that in all walks of life though. Whether it's middle
Huh?
class, upper class. I feel like that's in all walks of life. Different version of
I
Pookies,
don't,
but I feel like like that one person that ain't good for you. That's gonna probably dog you out, like we was talking about that last podcast.
exactly, because
That's gonna dog you out and mean
so
you
you
no
could have
well.
so you can have a black Pookie, Asian Pookie, white
Mm-hmm.
Pookie. You can have a Pookie in every ethnic background. It's not just black men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could be an Asian, you could be an Asian Pookie.
Yeah.
You could be you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to my Asians, I'm just saying, like, you can be a no good man from India, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm sort of thinking about. I'm thinking about now. You could be a no good man from India. You could be a no good, you could have all the stuff that, what you about to say though?
Nah, I just mean like I like that. I like that. I like how you broke that down. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jocelyn, for
Yeah,
jumping in the live and giving your comments. I appreciate you.
yeah, that was,
Let
she gave me a point.
Yeah,
The Pookie is an environment.
yeah.
Jocelyn made a valid point. The Pookie is the environment.
Hmm. Yeah, because like I
So
said, because I feel like men do the same thing too. Like men do the same thing too, but I feel like there's more for a woman. Also, men too, but then men are we're pushed towards a higher regard. But I feel like women are more susceptible to being turned out with the Pookie in the area as opposed to a man getting turned out to what's the female version of Pookie?
no, 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 no. We ain't gonna. Nope, we ain't doing it.
You ain't
We
doing
ain't
it?
finna make no name. We can't make no name for those. See,
All right
Pookie,
then. Well, the
no,
female version of Pookie. I feel like a
Pookiana,
woman, Pookie. Okay,
Pookiana,
there we
bro.
go, Pookiana. However you spell that, Pookiana, because I feel like
Pookiana.
a woman carry more traits of the men she date rather than because like truth be told, I feel like a man. And I'm not saying one gender is superior to the next one, right? But I feel like when a woman deal with a man, she carry on some of his traits and characteristics, as opposed to men. Sometimes when we done dealing or dating with a woman, we drop them like entirely. Like you be forgotten in a year, like completely null and void in a year. And I feel like a woman carry on like certain traits, uh, like the men that she deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
you hear to say it, you hang around with dogs, you want to eventually get fleas. I feel like a woman tends to carry that weight or that baggage, you know what I'm saying, onto another relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I
I
feel
don't
like,
know.
but yeah,
I
go
don't,
ahead, brother.
but
Ask
listen,
me, ask me your question, brother. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. I don't know, brother. I don't know if you like. Yeah, I know. Yeah, women do carry traits from men they dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, it's-
I don't even know how to say, but
what
Gonzalez said, "That's right, brother. Tell it like it is." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Arliano?
Thank you.
I think it's Arliano Gonzalez. I don't know, but
I'll
look,
call you Gonzalez. Yes, sir.
but I think I don't know, but yeah, I agree somewhat to what you said. You know, I believe men, but that brings back to the point of you saying before about men being molded by women. Can man be molded by women? You said that a man can't be molded by women.
In certain regards, because quote unquote, the same guys that are called or labeled as simps, that are called and labeled as simps, we can call it woman. That's like simps is the ideal man for a woman. Simps is the ideal. That's what a simp is, right? A man that do all a woman bidding. Whatever a woman asks of him, he's gonna do all her bidding, right? That's exhibit A, right? Prime example, right?
Prime
No,
example.
right?
You said prime example exhibit what?
Exhibit A,
Yeah,
meaning
of what
all
though?
the
Yeah.
evidence of a simp.
No, I know.
That's
No, I know what you mean, but what is in exhibit A is what I'm saying.
of a man that was molded by a woman that do all the
Okay.
bidding of a woman.
Okay.
You don't understand the context of my statement just now?
I understand. I understand. I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
yeah,
I understand
that's a
what you're
mold.
saying.
But I mean it like this in terms of like a woman, like woman tend to mold like they're not like mold them like in terms of they liking, but mold them in terms of like a woman will get you doing things that you don't usually do. You know what I'm saying? They let you doing things that you don't usually do. You going out to hang out like you being a single man, doing single man things. I appreciate that, big brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Go
But
ahead.
you being a
You
single
see.
man,
Remember, I was taking notes on what you were saying the other day. So.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm doing the same thing. But like
Go
you a
ahead.
single man, you don't have to ask nobody to go out, right? You know that. Tell nobody you going to. You just go out.
Yeah,
You being
I
an
don't need
adult,
nobody to know I'm single though. But go ahead.
yes. No, I'm saying you as a
Okay,
generalized
got
statement.
you. Got you.
You as a state, yes. You are single and you want to go out. You don't have to ask nobody for you going out. You go when you want to go out and come back when you want to come out. Come back, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You in a relationship. Do you think that's how things gonna go with you being in a relationship? Do you feel like
Nope.
that's acceptable behavior?
Of course not.
Right? Who do you feel is pushing that rhetoric? Who's pushing that narrative to check in? Like I'm going out, say I'm
Uh,
going out. When I'm coming back, who's pushing that? Who's ideally pushing that?
is that a man molding himself into something, or is it a woman actually
I,
molding him?
Listen, she could be molding him directly or indirectly. She can be doing it like, oh baby, I'm really concerned about you. That's still molding, regardless of what you call him. Oh, that's him being vulnerable to accept her, trying to teach him in terms of what's her liking, what she likes. Like, baby, I'm going out for a drink with the fellas. I'm gonna be going for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you da 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 da. Maybe you might drop your address or not. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm being at. Whatever. I'm pretty sure that's what she wants. I'm pretty sure that's what she wants. And then with us respecting our significant others, we're compliant. We're compliant. We call it
Mm.
compliant. We're compliant to the demands. However you want to look at it, that's a woman bidding. That's a woman's bidding that she wants from you.
So what? So my question is, would that be a man?
I you got to go into detail more, brother. Go into detail more.
Would a man actually sit there and explain to his a woman what he's got going on or what he's doing?
I feel as if that's a respect thing. That can be considered as a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like no,
So
because
if
she's my significant other. I respect her. I respect her enough to acknowledge her concerns, her worries, however it might look.
okay.
I appreciate
So
that, big brother. Thank you, Gonzalez. Thank you, Gonzalez. I appreciate you, big brother. Thank you for I want to say smash that like button, brother. Smash that like button. Show some love, brother. You still in the live.
he's gone, bro.
Okay. Yes, but I feel like
Nah, I'm just go ahead. I'm
no, but I
listening
feel like
to
that's a woman, that's you respecting somebody. You respecting them, that's their boundaries, that's their concern. You know what I'm saying? And that's you honoring them. You know what I'm saying? You showing them like, yo, you mean me well, you have my best interest, you have my best interest at heart, you mean
you.
me well, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect you and I'm going to comply. You know, that's for the betterment. Because I would listen, I would thank you, Gonzalez.
Oh,
I
my bad,
appreciate you,
my
brother.
bad, my bad. I was
Mhm.
wrong. I was wrong.
Yes. Smash that like button, brother. Help the algorithm get push out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping in, popping in, and showing some love for the brothers. But yeah, that's me saying I appreciate her because I feel like sometimes like men, our ego, because a woman move in a way that men can't move. A woman move in a way a man can't move. Like I see things in my masculine eyes, and she sees things in her feminine eyes. Not necessarily all the decisions I gonna make is gonna be my greatest decision. That's why she's my counsel. She's my support system. She's my backing. She's behind me to support me. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm doing right or am I doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's her duty as my support system. Not saying she's beneath me or underneath me, but she is my support system to encourage me. You know what I'm saying? To give me counsel and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Now for me to adhere and listen to what she has to say and actually heed. You know what I'm saying? To make the adjustment if it's beneficial towards me, to make the adjustment. If it ain't, you know what I'm saying? The decipher between it and disregard it. But you know what I'm saying? There's
Okay.
consideration of her and myself as well.
Okay. So, as a woman being your support system,
Yes.
and she's, your counsel, are we just so expound more about her being your counsel?
My counsel mean it's like I obviously not saying I submit to her. I choose her as my because I date with a purpose. My purpose on dating is for marriage. You know what I'm saying? I date with a purpose. So if I choose her to be my significant other, that's eventually I'm looking for marriage. You know what I'm saying? Looking
Okay.
for marriage meanings that meanings I choose her to be the mother of my children. If that's my end goal, looking for children and so forth. I choose her to be. I choose her to be my partner, my business partner, my life partner, my forever. You know what I'm saying? So
And this is
um,
and this is monogamy.
that's in the realm of monogamy. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Even monogamy or being poly. You know what I'm saying? I still choose. So that's one of many, and I'm gonna you say what's a counsel? Even for my next, if I do have, I'm choosing to choose the next wife. I have to go through her. I have to go through her and to choose my second wife. I just can't be blindly. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be somebody. My brothers, some women are very insightful.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's the kind of relation. See, look. So, if women are choosing Pookies, then to me they're not. And those are the women that are not insightful. So they're really
No.
doing us a favor by choosing Pookie.
hmm
I mean, that's what I would imagine. You know. But yeah, I'm
I
listening
mean,
to
in
you.
all in all, I feel like, because like think about this now. For some of the ladies that dating Pookie, right? I feel like the younger generations when you're dating, I feel like mothers are always number one. My opinion is yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Choosing the mother of your children, I feel like that's very crucial and very very pivotal. You know what I'm saying? To choose them because that's your forever. And if you have a rotten choice of a mother, that child is going to I never because she's his first teacher. She's going to be his first teacher, and she's going to instill a lot of her good or bad ways onto him. You know what I'm saying?
I never understood the term "the woman is the first teacher."
The woman spend the most time with the child, right? Breastfeeding, whatever. Let's talk about old
Okay, got you.
old
Okay, got
mud,
you. Okay.
breastfeeding and everything. She's gonna be his first. He gonna be around her the most, a lot. You gonna be there too, but she gotta breastfeed him at least 5 to 6 times a day, or more than that. You
Okay.
know what I'm
So
saying?
she's so she's teaching him how to eat. She's teaching him
Mhm.
how to,
Yep.
how to be nurtured. She's teaching him all kind of stuff. Okay, got you.
And towards our breadwinners, traditional men. You know what I'm saying? You going to there being a breadwinner. That's more leaving her in his care. You leaving your child in her care, not his care. You leaving your child in her care while you go there and till the land, fighting for the bacon, getting that bread for the family as a breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? So that's even more. You know what I'm saying? Teaching her maybe wording her the whole mannerism of the mom. You know what I'm saying? Going through the whole segment of that. But also what I said again, mother, that's a good thing because again, she gonna be teaching them a lot. And he gonna be kind of emulating her. And whether it's a boy or it's a girl, if it's a boy or it's a girl, if it's a girl, she gonna lean more towards the mom, but eventually get that passion towards her father. You know what I'm saying? Her father being her everything. But anyhow, Brother be taking notes. You plan on writing a book?
Uh,
Nah, that's what we doing. He ain't talking. I'm here. I trying to take some notes too, but he ain't really saying nothing much. He just
yeah. No,
piggybacking
no,
on what
I'm,
I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm listening to you until I get to my question.
Go,
Yeah.
go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. I give
Oh
you the
no, you
mic.
good. No, I'm saying I'm just giving you the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like you, cause you like you know how you tell me you on fire. You on fire. You on fire, brother. You on fire,
Yeah.
brother. You on fire, brother. So yeah, I'm just letting you, expound upon what you're saying. So let's get to my question. So I got some topics from you talking. I got some subtopics right here. So, but basically, now my question is, why do women who in the FUCKKKK gave women the title of prize? That makes no sense to me. Like why who like I mean I'm saying like why do us as men, and I don't know who this what first of all define a prize. That's my question. Define a prize. What is your definition of a prize? And look, I'm talking about an actual prize that you would like. Let's say you did a talent show, and then you walked up on the stage or whatever, and then they gave you a prize. Like, what would your definition of a prize be in general, not just the opposite sex or whatever? But go ahead.
My prize, my definition of a prize would be something exclusively that only I have, like something that's exclusively I have that I'm going to cherish, and put on a pedestal, something that ain't accessible to the masses. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
mm. Hold on,
I
let me
know.
take some notes. Let me take some notes. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
something that yeah, it ain't accessible to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of men and women, because he be telling me I be bashing, which I do sometimes. Because
Well,
sometimes I
hold
gotta
on,
get
brother. That's
no.
that's
Okay,
those are well, those are conversations that we have personally, brother.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, those
okay.
are personal
Well, okay,
conversations.
forget it. You're right.
And I didn't and I didn't
Others.
no, and I didn't say you be bashing. I
Mhm.
said men online be bashing women. I didn't
Yes.
say you,
Okay,
did
you're
I?
right. No, you did
Okay
not.
then.
You did not.
Okay, I said men
Well,
online bash.
in my console,
Okay,
a
got
lot
you.
of sisters be saying I be harsh towards our queens. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
be harsh
I
towards
got
our
you.
queens because prize. I do feel like women are supposed to be the prize. I feel like women are supposed to be the prize, but they don't act and move accordingly to being a prize. You a prize, but you a prize to everybody. You're accessible to everybody. You know what I'm saying? A prize to me is something like I was talking about our last podcast. Nowadays, in this modern day, 2025, promiscuity and a woman being having the
Okay.
hot girl summer, it's like everybody is doing that. How can you be a prize when everybody has laid their hands and their fingers on you, or just about everybody? Like, how is that a prize? How can I value that? How
Wow.
can I value that?
Okay, so can a prize be used?
I mean, I do feel like in this day and this age, yes, it can be used. You know what I'm saying?
But
It
not
definitely can
overly
be.
used.
Yes, like how you trying
Okay.
you trying to move, you trying to that won't be making us and giving life to us. We jump into bed and have our way with them. Women are the prize. No, I'm saying listen me.
Mhm.
I understand it. I'm not disagreeing, but you cannot be want to be considered royalty if you act like the commoners. You act like the peons, not saying that anybody is above or beneath anyone, but if you act like the commoners, how can you be considered to be royalty?
Okay, so since this is my question, let me take it back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now okay, so now you made a very valid point to me, and I'm willing to listen because now you said a prize is something that's only accessible to you.
Yes,
Something that you only receive, everybody else is excluded from this.
yes.
It's only for you. So now I want to say now, can you expound on a prize maybe being like, so do you think a man can be a prize?
I,
Now,
I
now,
do.
now, 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 matter of fact, let me not ask that question just yet. I know that a lot of people are saying, "Oh, a man can be a prize, or a woman is the prize," and all this stuff like that. To me, when you're talking about relationships, if what you just said is about it's only accessible to you, then that means
Hmm.
that in a monogamous relationship, the man and the woman will be the prize
Hmm.
in a monogamous relationship. So why do we just only call women the prize when we're only supposed to be exclusive to her as well in monogamy?
a little back of what you're saying. Why is woman? Let me just tackle one thing at a time. You said why is we call woman a prize because from the caveman days. You know, I let it go back from the caveman days.
Go ahead.
Men did everything. Men build the infrastructure on life. You know what I'm saying? I credit that to our woman go hunting, and putting their life on the line. You know what I'm saying, for our woman to make sure she is fed, for our children and so forth. Make sure she's fed, she's read, she's clothed, she's sheltered. You know what I'm saying? And like I said again, I do believe a woman is a prize because again, we've been doing just about anything to acquire these type of women, being out first and everything. Going when
But
back
wait,
in Bob,
you got to stay answering my question though.
yes,
Like what my question was.
you had like four of them in there.
No, I gave you one. I
Mm,
said if the man and the woman are
mm,
both exclusive to each other in monogamy,
yes.
why do we just call woman the prize? Okay, I guess you was answering the question. Go ahead. My bad.
But they both are because monogamy in my ideal world, the man is the protector and the provider. The man is going out there and making sure. I would love to have a housewife. You know what I'm saying? A wife that is home, doing her motherly job, doing her motherly duties, making sure she's giving me the best version of her. And I'm going to try to provide the perfect lifestyle for her, meaning we go hand in hand together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to provide the lifestyle that she wants. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a plain Leo. You know what I'm saying? I want a plain life with a house and the children and the white picket fence, whatever. And I'm trying to give her extravagant lifestyle and everything. So when I say the prize, she is the prize because I value her and I'm going out there to bust my behind to give her everything she wants. That would makes her know that she's the prize. And I am the prize because I'm doing everything that she's asking for. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So now we have to make a distinction
Mm.
from what people are really trying to say, but they kind of dumb it down to a prize.
Yes.
A virtuous woman, right?
Yeah.
So would you say a housewife is a virtuous woman?
No. It goes and has aspects. It definitely have aspects to being a virtuous woman, yes, but it's not solely. I would not solely base it off a virtuous woman.
Later, brother. But yeah,
I big brother,
so you know, I'm
appreciate you.
saying
Thank
so,
you.
so I'm saying like because my
Hmm.
mentality my mentality is saying this: a virtuous woman is the woman that knows how to start a business.
Hmm.
A woman who or she's learning to start a business.
Hmm.
She's orchestrating herself to learning and establishing herself.
Hmm.
So that would be my definition of a virtuous woman. Now, just a housewife living in this normal life, you know, I just, yeah, I don't see the prize value in that. I don't
Hmm.
know though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe to some men, maybe that is a prize, value. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel? What do you think about that?
Me, in regards to a virtuous woman, I say start from the beginning. Me and a virtuous woman, I would say that would have to be a woman of substance. You know what I'm saying? A woman of substance. Let me go ahead and let me break that down because the great El Haj Malik Shabazz, aka Malcolm X, he said, "A
Yes,
man who
sir.
don't stand for something will fall for anything." You know what I'm saying? And I want my woman to stand on principles. You know what I'm saying? To be cut, cut from a cloth that's different from the rest. Like I want to have substance. Like have a good. No, she don't have to necessarily have a good upbringing, but for her to yearn for more, to put her like to better herself, however it could be, she can just have like some morals, some ethics, have something different, something that drives her, something that compels her to be the best version of herself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't like people that are unthinkers because like not like I'm going off topic a little bit, brother, but just bear
Go
with
ahead. Go
me,
ahead. Listen.
right?
Come on. Go on.
I know when you try to talk to a woman nowadays, a lot of women would be like, "Yo, I don't really talk much. I'm not a big talker, and whatever else the case may be." And I'm like, remember at a point in time when you dated somebody, you would go out and you would just converse, you would have conversation with this individual just to try to get to know them and so forth. But I feel like right now in this day and this age of technology, you go on a date with somebody, they're on their phone 90% of the time. If you're at a fancy restaurant, they're too busy taking pictures, recording, and so forth, and you don't really get to know the real them, or they don't even know their real self. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too caught up in what's happening now. But I just like the fact that, I'm not saying a lot of women, but dating now with somebody and going on a date with somebody don't really bring me much pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring me much pleasure because there ain't no engagement. It's no, so I don't really get the chance or the opportunity to like see who you are. Sometimes you don't even know who you are because you're so busy. You're so busy caught up in what you can be in terms of like following fashion, following trend that you don't really know yourself because now you're a chameleon. You're blending in with your environment. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes a lot of men they're like, I don't want to date because dating is hard because some women just go on like going on free meals or the perks of going on dates and you don't really get to know the person. You know what I'm saying? Um,
So
yeah.
so
So
so so so not every woman is a prize.
no, definitely not. It's like every
So
man ain't a
okay,
prize.
got you. So
Mhm.
just okay. So I would say like so not every woman is a prize, just like every man
No.
is not a provider.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, got you. Okay, so hey, hey
I
man, that's
mean,
all.
there's a man on Pookie, you know what I'm saying, and definitely we know or the stereotype on Pookie, you know what I'm saying. That's necessarily.
I got a good question for you,
Go ahead.
and this could be another topic, a subtopic on top of a topic.
Yes, sir.
Do women look at Pookies as the prize?
What I was writing down, like what I was writing down a little bit, I feel like, honestly speaking, I feel like that's just a form of excitement. Like that's just a thrill. You know what I'm saying? That's just a thrill. Like I'm about to bring up a movie. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. A little bit. You
Go
remember
ahead.
the movie with the skating movie? I ain't gonna call it name. The skating movie
It don't
where
matter.
this
Go ahead.
lady,
It don't
where
matter. Go
this
ahead.
lady, her name Nunu, and she encountered with quote unquote a Pookie
Oh
character,
Lord, yeah.
and she fell, but she was from a different class.
He
She was
wasn't
from
no
a complete.
Pookie.
No, he wasn't no Pookie, but he excited her as a Pookie.
He
He
didn't. He
excited.
was he man. He was working for his uncle's business in that movie.
He excited her. He excited her because he was from the hood, and that's the
But
lifestyle. Because remember,
but
she
that
was
but
she.
just but whoa. I got to
Mm-hmm,
stop you right there.
mm-hmm.
Just because a man is from the hood, don't make him a Pookie.
No, but it's like I said
No,
again.
no, but he wasn't a Pookie though. You got
No,
to
he
make
was
that
not.
distinction. You got to
Yes,
make
yes,
that
he wasn't a
distinction.
Pookie,
He
but
wasn't a Pookie.
she was excited with his lifestyle of living in the hood and being in the hood. She was excited with his lifestyle. Remember,
But
she
what
was a
was his
rich.
lifestyle? He just lived in the hood.
That's the lifestyle there. She was
but
excited with him
but
living in the hood, going to the skating rink. That's in the hood. Remember,
okay,
remember,
but
she was this.
he wasn't no
He
drug
wasn't no Pookie. Yeah, he
he
was
wasn't no
not a
drug
Pookie.
dealer in real life, but he was in the hood. Maybe she thought he was a Pookie.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought he lived the life of a Pookie because he was in the hood. But not every
Hmm.
person who live in the hood is a Pookie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. But then, no, when I said excitement, because that was exciting. That's a comparison I wanted to bring. Because
okay,
it
I
was
got you.
exciting.
Okay,
It was exciting. She saw
okay,
it and she's like,
okay.
"Ooh, I'm going to this public school." Because remember, I think her family was either bourgeoisie, middle class, or upper middle class. I think she's from a rich.
Bourgeoisie. Now I know what you
Yeah,
mean. I know what you're talking about, but
yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think they classified that in the movie.
No. But she was not from there. When he found out
Yeah,
where
right,
she from, he was like, "Yo, you just faking it. You faking it." You know what I'm saying? That this whole
yeah.
quote unquote ghetto, this ghetto mentality, like you really from here when you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Perpetrating the fraud. So I feel
right.
like a lot of women they're excited. They're excited by the notion of Pookies. Like, yo, oh, this Pookie got like maybe two baby mamas. He on the block selling drugs. He ain't got no
Uh,
job. Having shootout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women like that
I
type of
think that's
lifestyle.
I don't you know what? And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. When I was sleeping in my car, it was
Mhm,
easy for me to fondle for some reason. I don't understand that. Years ago, it was. I
mhm,
think it's because you don't really have too many responsibilities in your head,
mhm,
and I think that's what makes it more exciting to a woman. Like he ain't got no responsibilities for real. Like he's just out there.
mhm.
He's like a wild animal,
Yeah,
like a
and
wild animal. That's
and I
what it
wanna
is.
and I
Go ahead.
wanna add to the Pookies out there that we trying to putting our message out too.
Yeah,
Ain't no
yeah, yeah,
knock on you brothers, damn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But what we saying is like y'all making a lot of single moms out there, brother. Y'all out there making a lot of dysfunctional family. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm in the equation too. You know what I'm saying? I've
This
created.
ain't this ain't this ain't personal though. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guilty too of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like we got to get it together because this is what we trying to do. We're trying to better our community, man. We trying to let our women to see the light. But then y'all like, it's a lot of excitement and all this other stuff, man. You know,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot of excitement, and we trying to.
we gotta change. We gotta change our atmosphere and change our way of thinking and change our environment. You know, and that's what we gotta do. Change our environment. You good? All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, but it's all good. So if I can't hear you, then you know we can close out if I since I can't hear you. All right. Yeah, do it. Yeah, mouth it to us. Yeah. All right, there you
There
go.
we
Come
go.
on.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. All
There
right,
we
let's
go.
go, man.
Yes,
All
yes, 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 yes,
right, let's
yes.
continue then. Come on.
Yeah, now we trying to reverence. We trying to say reverence, but we trying to reach out to our community, man. Because we just messing up. We messing up our community with this with this false narrative that we have to destroy the black community. You know, we trying to
Yeah.
rebuild it, brother. We trying to
But
rebuild
wait,
it.
but wait. Remember what I told you? My research tells me that the CDC
Hmm.
said that black fathers are the most present in their children's lives here in
Hmm.
America. So
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So I can't speak for all around the world, but I can say
Hmm.
the CDC here in in America, like how they had their statistics set here or whatever the
Yeah.
stats, however you say it. but
Yeah.
but yeah, man. So so that's one thing we gotta understand. It's not just so we gotta realize that there may be a lot of pookies out there, but some pookies are good fathers.
No doubt. No doubt. No
They got
doubt.
some
No doubt.
pookies that are good fathers that don't want to see their children go down a certain path, you know.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
yeah, the Pookie, Pookie.
Mhm.
But
and
but yeah, man. But my question, like again, my question was to find the prize,
yes.
and you did that, bro.
Yeah, nah, because
You
I said
you
again,
you you
a
yeah.
lot of people have that notion that they ain't the prize. It's like, how can you be the prize when everybody opened you?
Or everybody is
You a
still
prize
open.
is everybody's prize. You know what I'm saying? You
Damn,
everybody's prize. How can
damn.
you know this thing that the yeah, like you everybody prize. You
But
the table?
can a woman and this gonna have to be another topic too. Can a woman go from being a can a woman and there's women who do this, right? You know what I'm about to say? Can a woman go from being a whore to actually like getting out of that lifestyle and realizing, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Going from being a whore to actually, or let me say it like this: going from being promiscuous to actually going from promiscuous to prize. Is that possible? Oh, next topic. Can a woman
Promiscuous
go
to the
from
prize.
can a woman go from promiscuous to prize?
They have a lot of
Give
they
me a
have a
pre.
lot of
Give me a preview. Give me a preview.
they have a lot of women that go through that transition or try to go through that transition, and a lot of people are very, very familiar with them. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the church, you know what I'm saying? You see a lot of those, not all, but you see a lot of them in
Well,
in groups at some churches.
well, without putting religion in it.
Hmm.
Do you see her doing that without putting religion in it? Like because a lot of women, there's not a lot of women change their lives, but they don't go to church. So we got to make it more general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like can a woman just change her life in general without any religion being attached to it? And
Of
then
course he can when a person get tired enough, but at the end of the day, like the
even if they
world
don't
is.
even if they're not tired of it, they just want to be a prize now. So they want to get away from being promiscuous so they can be a prize. Do you see
But the,
that taking
but baby,
place?
that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Like I said, from the last podcast, I, I look for purity in women. Me and a lot of men, we look for purity. Just as well as if you hear a woman, she being very promiscuous, she being sleeping around with Tom, Dick, and Harry, he's gonna be like, oh, wait 1 second. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my fun and do my bidding. And I know it's guilty. Guilty. A lot of us guilty of doing this. I'm enjoying my bidding, but
Yeah, yeah,
this gonna be something I'm not gonna take serious.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think the man is wrong for that? Yeah,
I do feel like
yeah.
he's
The
wrong
man,
for it.
that's wrong, bro. That's
Yeah,
immoral.
I
I'm
do feel
guilty
yes,
of it. I'm
yes.
guilty of it too. I'm saying though, it's immoral.
Yes,
There's no
but
in, there's
but
no
but that's
there's no
but it's a point I'm
integrity.
trying.
There's no integrity attached to that.
None at
But
all. But
go, but
I want our sisters to know this, that your purity is key. I know when you're 18 to maybe 28, you're living your best life. You're living your best life. You're living free. You can
mm,
have a nice old guy that's taking care of you, or a guy, you know what I'm saying? I understand you living your best life. But eventually your past will come back to haunt you. You can be out here going on yachts, going on trip to buy, going all that stuff, living your best life for free. But
mm.
eventually your past won't catch up to you. And when they do, it's like not a man like, oh, this woman done had like 10, 20 hot girl summers. Like there's somebody, she done, what you said again with the last one? She ran through. And now you trying to sit here and throw me this old you was kitty cat? Nah. I'm gonna enjoy you for that moment, but it ain't gonna be nothing I take serious.
Damn,
You
and that's
feel
just you
me?
being realistic.
Yeah. I'm not saying to meet. A lot of guys that won't say this because again, I'm not saying a woman can't hold it. I feel like a woman catch offense to us being truthful. Because again, a woman, their whole philosophy, they could do what we can do. You can do what we can do.
I think.
But
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
because I'm saying this, I'm saying I'm being truthful. What do a woman like for me? I'm a traditional man. What can a woman do for me? What can she do for me? She wanna a woman wanna be like me. What is she gonna do for me? Is she gonna do the same thing I'm gonna do as me being a man, me being a provider, me being but is she can she bring that to the table?
Mm.
Can she bring the table? Is she gonna go there and take care of me the same way I'm gonna take care of her? That's the question.
Is she gonna take care of you the same way I'm gonna take?
I'm gonna take care of her. The same way
And
in my head, I'm gonna take care of my wife. Is
the
she gonna take
majority of the time, no, most likely.
all right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying that like a woman want to be a man when it's convenient for her to be a man. You're not gonna be a man. That's not you are gonna do what a man do. Man
So
also,
then my question, my brother, can you hear me?
yeah, my screen paused for whatever reason.
Yeah, it did freeze for a minute, but yeah. But for whatever reason though, uh, for whatever reason, do you think that a promiscuous woman can take care of a man and things be okay? You think if she's the one we want to take care? Okay,
A lot of men would jump on that. A lot of men
exactly.
would jump
Yeah,
on that. Yes.
but and that's a problem. And my last statement, and then we can close after this. If you want, it's up to you though. But basically, if promiscuous,
I wanted to say when we started off with again, I'm gonna give you a couple. When we started off with the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Pookie would definitely take that opportunity. He
yes,
would
he
definitely
would.
take that opportunity. But
Yeah,
go ahead, a promiscuous woman.
I think, I think, I think monogamous men think like this, and I think monogamy could be toxic to our community, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because what men would do, see me personally, I ain't gonna lie, like and this is no disrespect to any women that's about to hear this, but I'm gonna keep it a stack right now, and I'm gonna say it just like this.
Keep it real, right here, brother. Keep it real.
Hey, I don't mind having a couple of wives that are pure, and then a couple of whorish concubines. No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I don't mind it if you've lived that life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go to the clinic together. If you got something, we can go look up some herbalists, and try to get rid of it. On some real shit. I'm being
Mm-hmm.
so serious.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really mind if a woman has been promiscuous, because I know I will never be with one woman.
Mm-hmm.
I know I would never be with one woman. You know what I'm saying? I know that is not my future. And it's probably not yours either. You just trying to hold face right now. But we
Mm-hmm.
gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
You're being professional. You're acting educated. I'm
Yes,
acting
sir.
like the dropout I am. Look.
Mm.
No. No, but that's
Now I
some
want
real
you to
that's some
notice
real
that you the
shit.
funny one today. You the funny one today, brother.
No,
You
it's
the
all
money one.
good. No, it's all good. I don't mind. No, I'm keeping it a stack though. Like, I don't mind having like bro. Hey, if you live that life or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you ready to settle down, you know, it might be 3 or 4 of y'all or 6 of y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have some pure ones over here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna love all y'all. Like I'm keeping it a stack. But you gotta have a respect though. And if you have not healed from all those guys you dealt with, if you have not healed from all those guys, because I've tried to date promiscuous women or women who've had certain promiscuous lives, and one thing I realized completely is that the ones they still had their comparisons, and they was a lot of them was half crazy. If you dealt with a lot of men, a lot of y'all be half crazy for real because a woman's body is not designed to have multiple partners like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you practice polyamory, I'm not judging you if you got multiple men, but you still have to do that in a orderly fashion. You can't just be letting dudes pipe you down. Like, you have you have a vagina, you have a sensitive area that men don't have. You know what I'm saying? You have a entrance that's very detailed. You know what I'm saying? Very detailed. I mean, you got all kind of stuff that goes on. You know, down there naturally. So you need to respect your body a little bit more than us men do. You know what I'm saying? Like I
So
said,
remember, y'all the prize. Y'all the prize, baby.
I done dealt, you know what I'm saying? I done dealt with whores. I done dealt with women that were more pure than whores, you know. And I hate to say we're a whore, but promiscuous women. I done dealt with promiscuous women and women that weren't so promiscuous. So that's how that go. And I don't mean no disrespect to any of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it 100,000. And I
Can I
want y'all to
piggyback for
understand.
what you
Yes,
saying?
sir. Go ahead.
Like, don't get me wrong, horrors are definitely fun because you're gonna do things somebody wife definitely ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because of your experience, your level of
You
experience.
can't say that though.
All
You
right,
can't.
then. Well, some whores will definitely give you a world of a time. You know what I'm saying? Your wife
Yeah.
want to be more preserved because she
Nah,
want a
you can't.
husband. Yeah.
Unless you unless you show your wife what she like and she listen, and she's willing to be a freak. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just
But
saying that.
coming off from the jump, that whore, she gonna blow you. She gonna rock your world. She gonna show you all that experience. She gathered. She gonna show you everything. She gonna blow your world for that dollar bill,
I'm gonna
brother.
tell you.
She gonna blow your world.
I'm
What
gonna
it
tell
said
you
again?
this. I'm gonna tell
It's
you.
different. It's different when it's free. When it's free in a relationship, as opposed to when you're paying for it. When you paying, and I know you mean in that way. I'm just saying,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you're paying for the punani, she definitely gonna show you some tricks and some trades and rock your world because now she's working for this and she making sure she wants you to give what you promised and then also a tip. So she going, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
you
saying.
you done took the conversation way, way, way out there. But we you done took it way. You done you done took. You gonna ask them. They gonna ask you some questions in the comments.
Listen to me. Let them ask me, brother. Let them ask me. Let ye without sin cast the first stone.
Ooh,
You feel me? Come on,
ooh,
let's get this.
damn,
Let's get this. Let's get this. I was born at night, but not last night. Let's get this. What's happening, family?
damn.
I'm just saying in the views because like I just like when a woman. I just like when a woman. I just like when a woman tell
Act
me
like
what a man wants.
or
She
act like
tells me
she's
what a
or act like she's pure and she's not.
that too,
Yeah,
but
I hate
also
that. That
tell
makes
me
no
what a
sense.
man because I hate the narrative now. Woman is like. A woman like, oh, a real man is going to do X, Y, and Z. How you know you never had a real man before? Why you want to tell me what a real man is going to do? You know what I'm saying? Going to do and what he going to take and a real man, he let a woman do what she wants. Hell no. You going to tell me what you want because,
A,
I'm going to feel subconscious about myself. Like, I'm not a real man. I need to be here. That's bad molding. That right
yeah,
there,
yeah.
that's bad molding, brother.
A real man is not even going to be with a woman who talks to him like that.
Mm.
Or let me put it like this, because I've been with women like that. So let me rephrase that. a, a man is going to learn from those type of women, and
Mm-hmm.
either he's going to develop a environment where she can change that attitude, or
Mm-hmm.
he's going to leave her.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and close out, brother. So
Yes, brother. I want you to know this is fire, brother. From the beginning to the end, brother. From the beginning to the end. You hear me?
yes, sir.
Listen, family. My brother here, he came today with a whole thesis on, brother. I'm trying to be innovative. I'm trying to be creative. I'm trying to build a podcast that nobody else is doing. And guess what, brother? We here.
Innovation.
We
Yeah.
here.
I
We
think we
here,
got
brother.
something. I think we got something.
Yes, we
I think
here.
we got something. I think we got something. Yeah. I think we
You
got
hear me,
something.
family? Listen,
Yeah.
family. Please subscribe. Not say please subscribe to us. Watch our page build. Watch our page grow. Watch Holy and myself come here and we rock it out. As well as we gonna have some special guests as well. But we trying to build up a little rapport with each other, with y'all. You know what I'm saying? To bring some more added flames, added fire. You know what I'm saying? To help the podcast skyrocket. You know. But be
Let's
with us.
go.
Watch us develop. Watch us grow. Watch us give you something that you never
Absolutely.
had before. Something innovative, something creative, something just historically different. You know, dope black dad right here, dope black dad right here, brother Conscious, my
Yeah.
co-host.
Future dope black dad. Future dope black
Yes,
dad.
yes, we here, family. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and prosperity, brother Leo, brother Conscious. You know the vibe. Peace and
Holy
power of
water
power.
and green tea. Bah.
Yes, power, power, power.